Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the Petal Talk podcast. I am your host, Allison, and today we have a very special episode. This is going to be for all my holistic girlies, all my girlies who care about really total body wellness, who are passionate about taking care of themselves really from the inside and out. Our special guest right here. Hi, welcome to Petal Talk, where skincare meets soul care. Tell me a little about yourself, introduce yourself. If they don't follow you or they don't recognize you, share all of your details.
Yes. So, hi, my name is McKenna. I am the owner of McKenna Olivia Skin. I'm a holistic esthetician, of course. And my skincare page is just McKenna Olivia Skin. But yeah, I've been doing skincare for a little bit over 7 years now. Nice. And yeah, I don't think I could see myself doing anything else.
Totally. I know. Isn't it so, we're so lucky that we have found something that we love so much at such a young age that we get to do for the rest of our lives. I think about that all the time. Yeah. That we fell into it, or obviously we'll get into how you kind of came to be and how your business came to be. But, 7 years in, just getting started. Yeah. Getting started.
That's I feel like I just started. Like, I feel like I'm only like a year in.
Right. Yeah, totally. That's how I feel too.
Oh my gosh, it's already almost like in March it'll be 8 years.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I'm like, where did the time go?
Where did the time go? I went to beauty school in 2015. Yeah. That is 2025. Like, that's crazy. I feel like I'm still 18.
I know.
Like, that's crazy.
Like, yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like, but I feel like there's like, even though I've only been in it for like almost 8 years, like 7, 8 years, it's just like, I feel like there's so much more for me to learn.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm like always trying to learn something. I'm like, this is insane. It like
Don't
never
you feel
ends.
like too, school was so different then than it is now? Yeah. When we were in school, I can't speak for you, but like when I was in school, I didn't learn anything about like big exfoliant ingredients, like any technical other than like topotement, right? Like I feel like I look at girls like who just graduated or some of our other girls who are pretty fresh, and I'm like, you learned that in school? Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't even scratch the surface of something like that. You know what I mean?
We didn't learn well, I went to the Aveda Institute in Winter Park.
Oh my God. Wait, I did too. Okay, wait. Let's pause. Okay. Let's go all the way back to the beginning because I want to know more about that. I just could tell you and I were sisters. Okay.
Really?
So your whole life, like skin or no? Or what are you doing like as a child? Are you a girly girl? Are you a tomboy? What did that look like?
I was always a girly girl. So I'm originally from Wisconsin.
Okay.
So it's very cold weather up there, right? Yeah. So even in elementary school, I was doing skincare because it was so cold because like my skin was actually like becoming dry. Yeah. So I was like, all I would do is just cleanse and moisturize. That's all like a little kid needs to do. Like maybe I wasn't even cleansing, but for sure like moisturizer. Yeah. And even in elementary school, I loved like all things like spa, pedicures and everything. And I like literally threw like, for one of my birthdays in elementary school, I had a spa day like for my friends. So we did like pedicures in like the basement.
I had a birthday like that too.
That's what we did when we were little.
Totally. Making my own skincare, like potions with like water and soap.
Yeah. So I think I was just always like really into skincare and like just taking care of myself. I loved makeup. Like my dad always says that I watched the what was that one modeling show growing? Like
America's Next Top Model?
Yes.
Of course.
I wanted to be an America's Next Top Model.
And us petite girls could never. How tall are you?
Short.
Yeah, I'm 5'4".
Yeah,
I could never.
So
I'm like, I tower over you.
Yeah. So like I was always into it. But yeah, and then, I actually did work at an Aveda hair salon in high school. So
it's big out there. Yeah. It's huge out there. Yeah. The headquarters are in Minnesota. Yeah. I'm from Minnesota, so similar. I kind of grew up with it in my sphere. Yeah. And that culture up there, it's legit.
Yeah. So I worked there. I was just the front desk, and then we had one esthetician like upstairs, but I had no idea what that was. Right. And then I learned a little bit about like their skincare and stuff, and then I moved down to Florida in 2016. Okay. And why? I wasn't going to college. Sure. Yeah. I had nothing else to do.
You graduated from high school and decided to just move? Is that kind of how that happened? Okay.
Well, my parents wanted to move. I wanted to stay. Okay. But I didn't have a full-time job. I didn't have anywhere to live. Right. So I was like, okay, well, I don't have a choice. Right. So I came down here, and then in 2018, I wasn't going to college or anything. I literally did not know what I wanted to do with my life, but I loved skin. Yeah. And my mom was like, why don't you just become an esthetician. So then I went to the Aveda Institute in Winter Park, and then I graduated in 2018. Yeah. I think I started in 2017 and then graduated in 2018.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What made you choose Aveda?
I think it's because I already had like that background with them.
That makes sense.
And I knew that they were kind of like in line with like what I was kind of going for, like more of the holistic side of things. Yeah. But yeah, we learned a lot of like facial massage in there. Like you graduated there in 2016?
I graduated in 2015. And I then worked for them for like 8 years. Wow. You want to see something crazy? Yeah. I'm going to show you something.
Oh my gosh. You have the Aveda. Oh my gosh. I love that.
Big fan. Big fan. I worked with them for a long time. And I like, you know how it goes when you fall into a company. I worked my way up really quickly. Yeah. I worked for them when I lived in Denver, Colorado, Provo, Utah, and then Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada. And I was a part of their North American artistic team. I helped write education and travel. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, I worked for them for a really long time.
Wow.
Yeah, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I actually like really enjoyed like.
I was going to ask if you liked school and you liked that part of your journey.
Yeah, I really did. I did enjoy school. I think my instructor was Natasha.
Sure.
I don't know if you ever.
No, I don't know so much about it here, to be totally honest.
Okay, but she was honestly, I couldn't have asked for like a better instructor because like even after like school hours, I would like practice giving her like a shoulder massage and she'd be like, no, like you need to do this. Like she was very hands-on like with massage. She was like really, really good with what she did. Yeah. But I know like a couple of years like after I left, I think the instructors like left. Yeah. And then I've heard service that. And it kind of went down.
They've had a bit of a shift. There. I've heard that as well. I don't know a lot about this location because I graduated from the Institute in Denver. Oh, okay. But I have heard that it used to be a little different. And so perhaps it's not the same now, which I always think is such a bummer because I too had a really amazing experience. And so when I hear people like, yeah, it was just okay, I'm like, that's such a bummer. Yeah. Because I really, really, really loved school.
Yeah. No,
Clearly I worked for them for forever because I just liked it so much.
Yeah. But I mean, like we talked about, like the schooling there is a lot different from like the traditional esthetician school. Yes. You know what I mean? Because they're very holistic. We didn't learn microderm. We didn't learn chemical peels.
Nothing.
Like even with when we learned nails, like we couldn't cut the cuticles.
My program didn't even have nails.
Yeah. Oh, really?
In Colorado. Yeah. No. Oh my gosh. 0 nails. So I have no nail education.
Yeah. So you couldn't even cut the cuticles at school because I don't know why. I forgot why, but
they probably just don't want you to cause any bleeding. Yeah. I think that's what it has to do with that. Like no lancets, no bleeding, no like nano needling or micro needling because they don't want the skin to be open, which, you know, really is a reason why you're even on this show too, right? Is to have the conversation of you don't need all of that to have results, right? And I think that's where people like you and me and who you just met, Caitlin, she went to Aveda as well. Oh, cool. And so we have a bit of a different opinion because we've seen the results happen without the harsh chemicals, right? Exactly. And you can get results. Yeah, do you kind of have to maybe go a bit of the long way? Sure. But isn't that worth it in the long term? Like, I think so. Yeah. So you graduated from beauty school, and then what did you decide to do after?
I worked at a spa in Dr. Phillips for 4.5 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So right out of esthetician school, I applied there and I got in right away. The owner didn't want to hire me because I was fresh out of school. Sure. But she wasn't the one that did like my practical where like, you know, you have to like do the facial on them and like, you know, do the service. Yeah. But the woman that, you know, I did do it on, she was like, no, like you need to hire her because like her touch is really good. And like, I want to mold her. Like she's very moldable because like I was fresh out of school. I didn't have any bad habits. Like I didn't, you know, establish a like routine somewhere else. So she's like, oh yeah, like take her on. It'll be really easy. Plus she's young. She has energy.
Absolutely.
You know?
She's hungry.
Yeah, exactly. So I started working there. I worked there during COVID too. And then, Shortly after, like we opened within like 3 months.
That's so COVID. Crazy. Yeah.
And it was just me and one other esthetician doing facials.
That's so crazy. And like a freaking hazmat suit.
Yeah. We had like the goggles, we had the mask, and then we had like the shield.
Yeah. Like that's gloves. Crazy. Yeah. That's so crazy. I was living in Vegas during COVID and you just couldn't even do it. But I saw in other cities and states, right? People in like legit, like astronaut, like costumes.
That's
so
how
crazy.
It was. I was like, this isn't even relaxing. But people were dealing with the mask near like the acne. So they're like, I don't care. Just
just girl, do it in the freaking backyard at this point. I don't even care.
For real.
For real.
But yeah, I worked there. And then, I think like shortly after COVID, I'd say like 2 years after COVID, I started McKenna Olivia Skin.
Okay. So what made you have the confidence, have the courage to decide, I've been at this really consistent med spa, I'm going to take a chance and work for myself? What did that look like for you?
I think it was just like I had this desire to, you know, want to go on my own, because for me, I just was very like, this is how I like it and this is how I want it to be.
Sure.
So, you know, and certain things that the spa couldn't do that, because I wasn't a manager. Like, you couldn't really grow in the spa. Like, where you were is where you were going to stay, you know? So I think I was just like, I just want to like do my own thing and run my own business and make my own decisions.
Do your parents own their own businesses?
No.
Okay. So have you always had this entrepreneurial type spirit?
I don't think, maybe I did like low key, but like it never like came out until like I opened my spa. But my mom was very like supportive, but my dad was very like hesitant.
Are you going to make real money? I feel like that's always a question.
Yeah. Like, how are you going to make money doing facials? Mm-hmm. But then now he's like, like, I wish I did what you did. I'm like, this is cool. Like I can make this amount of money in like one day, you know, but it's like not me fully making it, but it's like,
but yes, like the business. Yeah.
He was like, that's crazy. I'm like, like Florida is a really great place to, you know, do skincare. I feel like in general, it's just awesome.
I agree. And I think you, like we touched on earlier, having a bit of a different approach, you know, you're going to attract completely different clientele than someone else probably in your area, right? And because you're in Winter Park as well.
Yeah.
And Winter Park, you know, is very, you know, bougie. Okay. Very like bougie. Fancy.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sure a lot of the med spas down there are the exact opposite of you, right? Mm-hmm. And so you kind of then get to attract everyone else, right? Because if they don't align with injectables and these invasive type treatments, of course they're going to come to you. So walk us through a little bit about what you offer, why you offer it, skincare lines you love, like what makes your business unique in that aspect.
So yeah, it's definitely, we have, so where I am is like a suite, and there's like a whole bunch of other like girls around me.
Sure.
I think there's like one other holistic esthetician next to me, but we're a lot like, no matter what you're offering, you're always going to be a little bit different.
Sure.
You know what I mean? We're all different. But for me, I mainly focus on like a lot of facial massage, like lymphatic drainage, plumping the skin without like, you know, the Botox, like the facial cupping, promoting relaxation. Like I love the art of like the spa industry where it's like relaxation, you know what I mean? So I'm like really into that. I want all my clients to just fall asleep, and mainly all my clients fall asleep. They're like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, don't apologize. Like that's what you're here for. But yeah, so I like doing that, but I also like to do like more active treatments too with like enzymes.
Sure.
So I do a lot of enzymes, and I use the product line, Eminence.
Yes.
You've probably heard of Eminence. It's very popular. Yeah, so I use Eminence, and I actually just signed on with them in May, and I've been loving it.
Yeah.
It took me kind of a little bit to kind of figure out like what product line like resonated with me, especially like just starting off too. Like I was using Glymed. I was kind of like, I used Savor Beauty. That one was like a Korean like holistic line, but it took me a little bit to figure out like what I really liked.
Sure.
And I felt bad because I was kind of like dragging my clients around with me, like, use this. Oh, actually, this is a new product line. Use this. But I think it's good because like I can experience like, you know, or try out the different product lines and see which one like resonates with me.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I've been really liking the Eminence skincare, and I also use Clear Stem. Have you heard of Clear Stem?
Yeah.
So I've
that's
been
awesome.
using them. But mainly Eminence is in the treatment room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love Eminence. We used to use Eminence a couple years ago, and it smells so good.
It does.
That's always good. My thought. We use some of their body treatment stuff still.
Yeah.
And I love Stone Crop, and the way that Stone Crop, oh my God, strawberry rhubarb, so like, oh my God, it's so good. Yeah. Like, seriously, good stuff. And I think that your background with Aveda, I always have compared them. They're very similar in ingredient base, whether it's plant and flower extract or fruit and veg extract. Like, it is really cool that we're able to treat the skin like that without the need for really harsh abrasive type chemicals or results. Walk us through a little bit about your technical as far as like lymphatic drainage, facial massage. Why were you drawn to that? What do you love about it? What kind of results are you seeing with it? If someone's listening and they're kind of interested, what advice do you have? Like, share a little bit more about that, because I feel like that part of the industry is not as cool anymore, right? Like, it's like microneedling and Botox and filler. Like, we've kind of forgotten the art of slowing down and physically manipulating. And I would love for you to share your opinion and your perspective on that.
Yeah. Well, for me, I've always loved facial massage and just touching the face. Because I feel like, you know, like you said, like a lot of the treatments we do now is very just like kind of, it's not like rushed, but it's not like promoting relaxation.
Right.
But like, you know, when we do facial massage, it's not only promoting the relaxation, but it's promoting circulation and blood flow and helping relax the facial muscles, which, you know, it's important. Like, you know, when we talk about like working out the body, it's good because that helps with the muscles, it helps with the skin, helps with lymphatic flow, but like we don't necessarily work out our face.
Right.
So that's why I really like doing facial massages, because it's like a workout for your face.
Absolutely.
And you're getting all that, you know, healthy nutrients to the skin.
Right.
And it helps you like stay youthful.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say, I think it's just really great because also there's so many like different techniques that you can do. And I watched this, there was this one, like, I don't know where it was, in like China or something, but there was literally like a competition of best facial massage.
Wow.
And they had like so many beds like lined up.
Wow.
All these people were doing these crazy facial massage moves, and like I think the winner won like, it was a lot of money.
Oh, wow.
But I was like,
I would like to go.
Yeah, I was like, oh, actually, yeah, I would do that. But I like watching their techniques. It was,
I'm sure,
just so cool because like, you know, you can see all these different treatments in the aesthetic industry, but like you don't really see too much like massage anymore.
No, you
like
don't.
You said.
Yeah.
So when I saw that,
it's just like not cool anymore, which I don't know. Like day spas are not cool anymore. It's like med spas are it, which I get, but at the same time, you're missing this whole demographic, which is like how we were raised, right? Like this holistic approach.
Yeah.
Instinctually, I'm always going to be drawn to a lesser tox option, just because that's how I went to school. That's how my brain operates, but it's just not cool anymore.
Right. And I actually have clients that see, you know, they kind of go to two different estheticians.
Sure.
Like I've had clients that just go get like the stuff that they really like
a laser here and a facial with you. Yeah.
Right. Because they want that facial massage, but the other people aren't providing that. So they come in for me to like promote the relaxation, because people still want that. They still crave that. Absolutely. You know, because
it's a treat. Yeah. Absolutely.
You might as well. I always tell people, I'm like, no matter what service you do, like just add in like a little bit of facial massage and it'll elevate your facial so much, because like I'm getting your clients in because they want
you're not doing it.
You're not doing it, you
totally.
know? And then they say like, oh my God, like, you know, like I wish my esthetician would do that, you know? But I'm like, just do, even if it's like 5 minutes, just do something like hand massage or something like with LED light. I don't know, something.
I completely agree. You know? And we always tell the girls to start the treatment with that massage, because it just, it seals the deal before you even start, right?
Yeah.
Like they're having a long day, they're pissed off, their husband's annoying, their kids or whatever. They lay down, you do some opening manipulations.
Yeah.
Done, right? Like you're done. Everything else is a benefit, right? Like you're able to give them quickly and effortlessly a 5 to 10, 15 minute moment.
Yeah.
They're going to be yours forever.
Yeah.
That is a moneymaker. Do it during your cleanse. Like there really is so much power in that. And, you know, that's, I don't know if when you were in school, if they taught you like balancing movements, letting the whole body relax, like unclench the jaw, those little things really do mean so much. And that is what keeps them coming back, right? Like that's why they are obsessed with you. That's why they do see two different people, because they need to get it from somewhere, right? Yeah. Talk a little bit about kind of the differences that either you offer or that are just in the industry, whether it's like Gua Sha, facial cupping, just hand manipulation. You know, I'm sure that you've seen with Eminence, the Hungarian type massage. Like, walk us through a little bit about why you maybe prefer one manipulation over the other, or like what you love about each modality. Like, walk us through all of those types of modalities.
Yeah. So for the facial cupping, I think honestly that one is like one of my favorites, like over everything, because one, it saves my hands.
Sure.
You know, because you always have to try to save your hands.
Absolutely.
But
and your back.
Yeah, the back and everything.
Our banana back all day. Yes.
So like the cupping is awesome because, one, like I told you, it's like we're doing a workout for the face, but you're not using your hands so much, but it's going to bring the blood flow to the surface. It's basically like microneedling for the skin, but without the needles, because you're getting all that same benefits that you would with microneedling, but it's not going to be super aggressive. It's not going to like, you know, being the needle and whatnot. But I really like that one because it also, you know, it produces the collagen, the fibroblasts, it plumps the skin, it relaxes the facial muscle. I see a lot of great results when, like, you know, with the fine lines, like it's literally plumped, like depending on how deep the fine lines are, you know, it just kind of depends. But I really like that one.
What kind of cups are you using? Are you using the ones with like the balloon on the end, or are you using?
It's the silicone.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like the glass
ones. Silicone, like they look like a cone?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like those ones because I feel like you get a little bit more better results, and you can actually play with the amount of suction that you're creating. So the closer that you hold it to the opening, the stronger the suction is going to be.
That's good. Yeah.
So like you can kind of play around with it, and like if someone has like really sensitive skin, you would hold it a little bit further away. Like you can kind of play around with it a little bit more. But I really like that one because it's quicker and people can do it easily at home. Which I recommend for home care. And then, you know, and I just feel like it gives like quicker results.
I also feel like those ones are like a bit more sanitary.
Yes.
Like there's something about being able to see the whole thing and being able to like shove like a cavi wipe or something. Like I see some glass options sometimes and I'm like, you can't even really take it out, all the pieces out. And that's kind of skeevy.
Yeah, and it's like the little ball, like it's just,
it's yucky in there. So,
yeah, definitely. I like the silicone ones, which I have them like linked on my Instagram page.
Perfect. Tap the link to buy. Tap the link to shop, of course. Yes.
And you can, and I have the course of it too.
Cool. Okay, perfect.
Certified in it as well.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of people like doing it, but I'm like, okay, that doesn't look like.
Yeah. Is that why you wanted to kind of get into education? Because you felt like other people were doing it incorrectly?
I mean, it kind of just depends on like for facial massage, I like the education part of it because there's so many different techniques. But with like the facial cupping, I think it's important, especially for us providers, to know what we're doing. In case if like something happens, you never know. But I think the only thing is that like with the cups, you don't want to drag them out in the front because of like this jugular vein here.
How like thin that skin is right there.
Yeah, it's very delicate, but you can do it like behind the ear on that muscle. So, but yeah, I really like the facial cups because I feel like it's just quick results and it's quick for me to do and it's really easy for my clients to do at home. Whether, you know, like when people say like, oh, I do Gua Sha at home, but like people aren't consistent with it because it does take a little bit longer. It's more like mindful movements. You're kind of going slow. You have to like start all the way from the neck and make your way up. But with the cups, it's just like boom, boom, boom.
Do you offer Gua Sha in any of your services?
Yeah, I offer Gua Sha, cupping, the Buccal or Buccal.
Yeah. Is it Buccal or Buccal?
Well, okay, so
because I always thought it was Buccal, but I've heard both.
I think it's Buccal.
Okay,
but I feel like people will come at me for it. I don't know.
Your cheek, the meaty parts of your cheek, is what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
See these? I got a lot of buccal fat. Okay,
like the nice cheeky muscles.
Yes, juicy. Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, when I took the course on that, one of my, one of the girls that was there, she is a dental hygienist. So she went to school for like, in the mouth. Sure. And she's like, no, it's called Buccal. It's not Buccal. Yeah. Like, the medical term is Buccal. So I was like, okay. Like,
right, yeah. I'm like,
but you hear so many different things. Right. So I'm like, I kind of go back and forth. Right. But yeah, I do, like the cupping, the Gua Sha, the Buccal. I do the facial massage. Yeah. I do acupressure, which is amazing. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. All my clients fall asleep immediately I bet. When I do
sounds
that.
Nice. This whole conversation, I'm like, damn, I got to DM her later and get on her books. I'm like, this sounds nice.
Yeah. We do a lot of massage. Yeah. Facial dry brushing to help promote, I love dry brushing. Drainage.
I dry brush my whole body. I love really a dry brush. Oh my God. And there's something it's so impactful, these types of things, right? Like I have, and it's because of how you and I went to school. It's how we were raised. Yeah. I have a body dry brush. I have a body scraping tool that I'm obsessed with.
Oh, that's cool.
It is so sick. I'll send you the link after. I don't know if you care about that.
I don't have the tool.
It is so nice. It's a stainless steel, like...
It's like a handheld one,
It looks like an H. It looks like a capital H. Yep. And you put your hand in the middle and you can just go to town. And let me tell you, it hurts so good. Like it really, really does. And I like to do it. I like my dream day. I dry brush before I get in the shower. I go crazy with my body scraping tool. And I get in the shower and do whatever I need to. And then when I come out, I use like an oil and do it again. Like there really is. But you feel so good after. Or I could get like a crazy laser or something, sure. But like, there's something that's so, it's like intimate to like want to take care of yourself like that.
Yeah, it's like really a self-care like ritual that you do. I feel like, a lot of people like with the holistic approach to it, it's like I tell people, I'm like, if you want to see results doing it a natural way, you have to stay consistent with it. You can't just do it here and there and expect like your skin to get better. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like when you're doing those holistic practices, you're actually promoting more wellness for yourself than just
you're so right. And and then you're lowering your cortisol. Yeah. You're not on your phone. You're oh my God, seriously, this is so up my alley. I wish Caitlin was in here because we talk about this all day, every day. I'm such like a wellness girl through and through. I have my red light. Well, I have my red light mask. Then I have like my red light on my hatch. So when it's bedtime, it's red in the house. Yeah. I use mouth tape. Okay, I'm a huge mouth tape girl. Really? Do you know a lot about mouth tape? Do you use it? Do you tell your guests about it?
So I know about it. Yeah. I know like certain things about it, but I've never tried it myself.
It is so good.
Really?
Okay, so I'm someone that I had headgear growing up. I had braces for forever. Yeah. I have a lot of tension in my jaw. I'm cracking on my teeth all day, every day. And I would notice in the morning it was significantly worse. I'd wake up with a headache. Like it really was frustrating. I was noticing I felt like my face structure was changing, and I sleep hard, and I, all the time, mouth breather, and I'm like, okay, and I would just see it all the time on my TikTok and all these like really niche estheticians and all these really niche like wellness people who have these crazy morning routines, and they'd always talk about mouth taping. Yeah, and then about 2-3 years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just buy a pack of athletic tape and I'm going to just see, because screw paying $40 for a pack of like 15. Like that's crazy. They're so expensive. Yeah. I get like athletic tape that you use like on your knee for football practice. I cut a little spot. I've been doing it almost every night for the last 3 years, 2-3 years.
Wow. That was like before it was even trending, I feel
years ago. I was doing this before I even moved here. Years ago. And I read this book about breathing properly. I take that really seriously because we never take deep breaths. I'm always correcting a belly breath versus like a lung breath.
I'm like breathing. Like, like trying to breathe.
It has been so good for me. It helps me sleep better. I am more rested when I do. I don't have like my throat hurting all the time because my mouth like a horse. I'm like sleeping properly. I'm a huge fan.
That's awesome. I have to try it.
You should. A roll of mouth tape or a roll of athletic tape is like $5. Go to Target. I get the one in like the plastic casing. Yeah. And I just cut a little like 1.5 inch strip. You can either put it this way or like wide. Yeah. I put it up and down because it's a little less claustrophobic. Gotcha. And then if I need to like drink water, I can like put it to the side. Yeah. You don't suffocate. You don't feel claustrophobic. Yeah. I am a huge fan. So I'm like so into all this. Try that. Really. Okay. And now all these years later, I feel like my jaw is so much more defined. I feel like my face looks more like it used to. Yeah. I don't feel so like long.
Yeah.
Because I'm set up every night. But a couple years later, it took, and now I feel great.
Yeah.
It took a while. But it's better than getting a buccal fat removal, right? You know what I mean?
But it's like you're just masking it at that point. You know what I mean? You're not really like correcting anything. So like in the long term, like you'll see the results right away. But if you're not correcting it, then it's it's going to be the same.
Absolutely.
But it's actually crazy because there's actually like I follow a lot of other like holistic like practitioners, like TCM, like traditional Chinese medicine practitioners, and there's actually science out there of how you place your tongue in your mouth when you're sitting. Yes. Or like just naturally, like if you're like more relaxed, like it's going to become like this.
It's like low rather than like on the roof of your mouth.
Yeah. So like you have to like train how your tongue is placed like throughout like the day.
Do they say to put it on the roof of your mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, when like people like.
And they take pictures and they're like.
But it's like, no, you're supposed to kind of be like that all the time. Like placing your tongue, but like your jaw is relaxed.
The mouth tape will do that because you are physically forced to put it up and then your tongue can't go anywhere else other than up. So I feel like I naturally now sit with my tongue a bit higher because I'm just trained to do that now. I notice it in pictures where I typically would be like low, sallow, right? But
it's just naturally.
Naturally now I'm just a bit more up. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it really is so good to at least try, right? Like if in a couple of years, if I was like, damn, it's still not working. Okay, we'll cross our bridge later. But how great now that I'm able to say that. And then also I can share with guests, oh my God, it's actually amazing. Yeah. And you will get over the feeling of it being on your mouth. Mm-hmm. We will get over kind of all that. Yeah. I love wellness. Like I really, really do. I'm like so diva.
I'll have to try it. Have you seen those people where they do like the morning shed? Where it's like they're like taking everything off?
I would do that if I like felt like that I needed to, right? Like I'm not, I don't necessarily need like the forehead stickers and all, but I would. But you know what? Did you see that? I think it is Skims that came out with like a jaw.
Oh yeah, like the band where it's like
I would use that like for sure. Yeah. Okay. Like I ain't got no problem with that. All my stuff, cuticle oil. I'm like, hey, am I looking sexy before I go to bed? And like, don't even look at me. Like I'm going to bed.
Exactly. My husband would be like, what are you doing? Like,
you're like, what?
Where like the husband's like, what are you doing? But actually, like, should I be doing that? It's like, you should.
Yes, I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about how your diet and how food really is medicine and how eating properly can really eliminate so much of that, like inflammation, right? I feel like you probably get a lot of people who are inflamed, right? Like that's why they're coming to you. They want the cheeks to go down, the forehead to go down, the jawline to go down. And a lot of that is food and alcohol induced. Can you touch a little bit about that and kind of your thought process on food being medicine?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually another reason why I decided to become a holistic esthetician is because my dad became like vegan when I was in high school. He was having a lot of like health issues, like just angry all the time. And he's like, why am I feeling this way? Yeah. And we're Christians. So God communicated to him saying like, hey, like, like you need to change your diet. Like this is like really affecting you. Yeah. And he was always like inflamed. So he became more vegan. Now he's like, he says he's vegan, but like he kind of goes back and forth. He's like, he eats a little bit better than like the
just more
person.
like plant-based kind of.
Exactly. Yeah. But he still eats meat here and there and like, So anyways, he went on this whole like health journey for like food, and how food affects the body. Like he did like juice cleanses and everything. And once he actually started like eating a little better, I know it's kind of gross, but like some of his moles would actually fall off because his skin was shedding like all the toxicity. Yeah.
That's wild.
The colors were more vibrant. Like he didn't have to wear glasses as much anymore. So I think like seeing him go through that journey, like at a younger age, like I didn't really know food had an effect like that. But, once I like, got older and I started kind of dabbling into like more of like healthy eating. Now it's a little bit harder because I'm pregnant.
Right. Now you can do whatever you want. Right.
Oreos. But, so yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Exactly. But, so seeing him go through that journey, like, and how I saw it affect him and his skin and his mood and everything. Right. And then going through like my own journey as well. It's like, I learned a lot more about like the gut health, like how certain foods, affect certain things like water intake, of course. And then, of course, like being an esthetician, we, learning about acne, we know acne has a lot to do with things that are going on internally. Right. Sometimes, yes, it is externally, like what are you doing at home?
I feel like the bulk of it though really is internal.
It is.
It really is. Whether it's internal a la your food or internal a la your hormones.
Yes.
Like that's always like the most common thing is like going through puberty, etc., or eating like shit, honestly.
Yeah,
and like
exactly.
Unfortunately, right? Like how you eat does play effect. And I always think about this phrase when people are like, oh, like I deserve like a cupcake or I deserve like a brownie. And it's like, you actually deserve to have a healthy, happy body. And like, yes, obviously everything in moderation, sure. But like you actually deserve to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And like, yes, some of these foods might be boring, but once you get over, I feel like that initial like transition of healthy eating is boring. When you start feeling better, like you really can't go back. Like you really just cannot go back.
No. And that's what my dad says all the time. He's like, McKenna, you should do a juice cleanse, or like you need to do a detox or something. Like, I mean, I don't really necessarily recommend full juice cleanses because it's not really, I don't know. I just don't really. Yeah. Now you learn more about it. You're like, that's probably not really the best for you to like be doing that. But yeah, food has a really big effect on the skin, and pretty much like for holistic estheticians, like, I mean, estheticians in general, we should be educating our clients about like, we can do this treatment and we can do this topically, but if you're not fixing the actual issue, like you're not going to see results. Like, I'm sorry, like that's just how it's going to be.
And then it's a waste of everyone's time and money. Then they're pissed. You're frustrated too because it doesn't look how you want it to look too.
Yeah.
And we tell the girls that too, it's like 20% in the treatment room, 80% at home.
It is.
It really, really is. Yeah. And like, there really is no other way around it, unfortunately.
Exactly. So yeah. So definitely I kind of forgot what your question was.
Just talking about how food can affect the skin and how like alcohol, like it's, they're right. Like the things that are not good for you are not good for you. It's not good for your hair. It's not good for your skin. It's not good for your sleep. Yeah. Right. Like, if you're just like ripping shots every night, you're probably not going to feel good, right? Like that's just how it goes.
I wonder why I had so much acne in my early 20s.
Yes, you're like, oh, it's crazy how that happened. Yeah. Okay, let's touch a little bit on, because we just talked about you, now that you're pregnant, you're maybe eating a bit differently, but let's talk about balancing mom life, wife life, business owner life. Yeah. How have you been able to balance all of that? And also, is it just you and your suite, or do you have employees?
It's just me and my suite. Okay. Yeah.
So you have no help.
And I have no help. I've been kind of, honestly, like I thought getting pregnant, me and my husband, like we planned.
Sure.
Well, like every pregnancy is amazing, like birth and stuff like that, and getting pregnant, it should always be like a happy thing. But we planned it. And when we were like trying, I was like, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do when I get pregnant and how my business is going to look like. And like a week, like last week I was like crying. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I changed my mind.
I know, like what the heck is happening? But like, I'm kind of dabbling in like trying, maybe hiring somebody, maybe renting out my suite. But I think, cause I have like being a business owner, like doing everything myself, like I have so much going on in my head, like growing social media, I have to take clients and like all these things.
Right.
But I started off doing like a facial massage course. Like I'm slowly like making that. Yeah. And my husband's like, you need to focus on one thing at a time.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm definitely focusing on like making the facial massage course, because I get a lot of people asking me about like, how do I do facial massage, or like when do I do it, or what kind of techniques can I do? So I think that's really big, but it's been a little like more challenging than I thought it was going to be, especially because this is our first baby. So
I was going to say, also, when are you due?
February 3rd.
Okay, nice. Oh my God, it'll be here before we know it.
I know. That's why I was like crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what the heck?
You're like, I know.
I was like, I feel like I just found out that I was pregnant, but it's definitely a little bit more challenging for sure than I thought it was going to be, like trying to navigate everything. But luckily, like a lot of my clients are very understanding.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I think for sure, like next year, I definitely want to hire somebody.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be ready to hire somebody, because that's what I want to do. I want to continue to grow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely been a little bit of a journey.
Do you feel like when baby is here, you will be able to take some time away, or do you feel like you're going to want to go back pretty quickly?
I think I'm going to go back pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I wanted to do like, you know, because she's due February 3rd. So I'm taking off the last week of January just in case. You never know.
Yeah, you never
I'm
know.
going to be dying. And then, you know,
just
she's
so
here.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, you know, she could even be late too.
Right.
So definitely all February, and then probably a little bit of March. And then I'll probably just go back like slowly. Because right now I'm working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so 4 days a week.
Okay.
So I'll probably like work maybe like 1 or 2 days a week and just make sure my books are completely, that day is completely full. So I'm not.
And maybe have like 2 longer days rather than like a few shorter days. Yeah,
exactly. So I'll do that. And then, but yeah, I'll slowly like start going back. Just because like I worked so hard to like grow the business, and it's still really new.
Right.
I've only really started seeing growth like this year. Yeah. And a lot of people are like, oh, like I'm, you know, like I'll give myself a year. I'm like, no, it takes time to build. You know, like even though I worked at a spa and I had some clients come over, I'm still starting fresh with clientele. Absolutely. And I'm just now this year seeing like true like growth in the business. Yeah. And that's three years in already. You know what I mean? So it takes time.
You're so right for this. I'm always telling girls like, your schooling is however long, 6 months, a year, but that first year outside of school is actually school too. Like you have no wherewithal at all of what's going on, what works, what doesn't work. You're just throwing everything out the wall, seeing what sticks, because you're so new. You're finding what makes sense for you as far as like niches, right? Like there's just so much that comes with it. And you know, girls see girls like you online who have like a lot of Instagram followers and an aesthetic page, and they're like, I want to be like her. And it's like, baby, you got to work for it. You can't be doing that right out of school. You can, but you have to try and work hard. And take it seriously. And I always tell the girls too, you know, when you're first starting out, if you can't get guests to come in for lesser price services, how are you going to expect them to come in for higher ones? You have to work hard. Yeah.
I told my husband, I saw like this post that I made, like, I think right when I first opened, and it was my seasonal facial. So I had like my seasonal facial out now. And my seasonal facial when I first started was $75, and it was like 30% off.
I bet.
And
you're like, I'll actually pay you to come in.
Like,
but I need people here so bad. I'll do whatever it takes.
Like, I told my mom like $75 for this 50-minute seasonal facial.
Which probably by the time you were done, you probably barely broke even. Right? Like by the time you pay back what it cost, the rent, the electricity, you probably made money.
I probably made like $10.
Like nothing. Perfect to have coffee money. Great. Can't wait.
Exactly. But I mean, like, you have to start somewhere. And and then once, because I was at kind of where Epic Universe is. That's kind of where my old studio was. And then once I moved to Winter Park, it was like my business like took off. Like, I think location really does make a really big difference. I completely agree. Yep. And then once I moved there, I was like, I'm going to be able to raise my prices. And, you know, just
niche down a little.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, but if I didn't start off in that one space first, like I would have, I didn't know business either. Right. And it was a really good stepping stone that I needed to take for sure.
Absolutely. So. What is next on the docket for you? Where do you see the biz in the next year, 2, 3, 4, 5? Like, where do you really see yourself?
Well, I really like the space. I think this
oh my God,
so
perfect.
Cute.
Oh my God, you can come shadow or have like a pop-up day anytime you want. You can take guests out of here.
Yeah. So I think very, very much in the future, like something like what you guys have going on is so beautiful in here.
Thank you.
But I think for now, like maybe for next year, because I do want to launch that facial massage course. So
education is the way to go.
It is. It is. So online, and I have a lot of estheticians that ask me, you know, do I do hands-on training? Yeah. So hopefully maybe next year for that.
You really should. Like I'm sure I know people would come from all over the world. I'm sure, like seriously, people love in-person education.
They do.
And they'll pay top dollar for it because no one can take away your education. That's extremely important, especially in this industry.
And it's different, you know, when you're doing like, because the Buccal too, they have online courses for it, but it's a little bit different getting trained in person because you're getting hands on, like, how do I feel this? How do I move my hands? Like,
and how do I protect my body whilst doing that? Absolutely.
Exactly. So I'll definitely launch that first, see how that goes, and then hopefully by next year I can be like, hey, I'll come to your suite and train you, like one-on-one training. So probably something like that. And then slowly, like, you know, kind of going from there, whatever God wants me to do. But I'm like, I don't know.
You're like, just have a baby. That's about it.
So definitely the courses for sure. And then maybe hiring somebody, because like if I'm going to be going out and like training people, I want to make sure that like my clients are still taken care of, and like, you know, the
business is still, the ship is still sailing.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. And then maybe by then you'll have, you know, a couple, 2-3 little babies running around too. So exciting. You said you're having a girl?
Yeah.
Perfect. She can inherit your biz, and she can be the next generation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, she already loves being in the spa, like with the spa music and the water sounds, and it's relaxing. She like moves around so much when I do facials. So fun.
I'll have to show you after, but our owners had a baby in January. Aww. And we filmed a reel, her first facial, and we're using like cold globes and like the masks, and she's like tongue out, like having so much fun. It's a really cute video. I'll have to show you after. That'll be you as well in about 8 months, right?
For real.
So crazy. It just goes by so fast, and
it does.
It'll be here before we know it. Well, I'm really happy for you and your growth and your biz and your family. It's so fun to always hear about, like I told you earlier, how people came to be and how they make their money and their why, and you know, balancing mom life, wife life, business owner life. It's not easy, and I applaud you. And like I said, all the girls here, we love following you. We love seeing what you have to offer. You know, you're not alone in that wellness world. You know, you got a lot of people cheering you on, and it's just so fun to watch. So of course, for everyone who's listening and maybe they don't follow you, share where to find you, how to book with you, all your links, all your accounts, plug yourself, tell everyone.
Honestly, it's just literally McKenna Olivia Skin.
Perfect.
YouTube, I have YouTube.
Perfect.
So I came out with like how to do facial cupping at home.
Okay.
I have how I became a holistic esthetician on YouTube as well. And I think I have a Gua Sha video.
Nice.
But I'm trying to like post a little bit more on YouTube, a little bit more education. So that's McKenna Olivia Skin. The Instagram's McKenna Olivia Skin. The TikTok's McKenna Olivia Skin.
Perfect.
And literally my website is mckennaoliviaskin.com.
Perfect.
Like it's just,
keep it simple.
That's where it is, and that's how it is, you know. Just everything's still the same, but it's all there. And then if you're interested in like the cupping, I have that linked under. I think I have it linked under all my socials. Like
it's
just like the booking link, and then like it just goes to like, you know, the cupping, and then there you can like find the YouTube as well, skincare.
All your faves.
And then I have like a little bit of like a description on my website for the courses. So if they're like interested, they can always like email me their email, or just like send me their email. That way that they're staying up to date, like when the facial massage course is coming out. But and then I have like a little description on like the website, like when it's like what's being made, what's going to be on the course. But I'm just
be the first to know.
Exactly,
because it's coming.
And when it launches.
Do you have like an estimate of when you think it'll be out? Or
a goal? I'm hopefully like
before the end of the year.
Definitely before the end of the year, or the end of the year before she comes.
Okay, I was going to say like maybe before February.
Definitely, probably more so like maybe January.
Okay,
just because I just want it to be so educational and like
absolutely.
Talk about the muscles, everything. So
I love. Oh my god, I can't wait. I'll have to get the girls on it so they can all, you know, adapt and I love that.
It's gonna be so good. I've been working so hard.
I love that though. A little passion project. That's so fun. Good. I hope that it brings, you know, all the right eyes, and we can start like. You can make your own massage technique. Be like, McKenna Olivia technique. No big deal.
I should do that.
Okay. You should. I think that's great.
This is how we learn McKenna Olivia.
I think you should. No big deal. We like know her. She used to come in here. No big deal.
I love that. That's so awesome.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And for chatting it up. I am so excited to see what the next rest of the year and then into next year brings. You were doll. This is great.
Thank you.
And
I'll be posting.
Please
Please watch. Just
yes. If you guys are interested, obviously click her links, follow, share. I'm sure everyone listening already follows you. We had a lot of requests to bring you on. So
good.
I'm excited to obviously have this. And that's about it. That's all I got.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, my pleasure. Of course. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next week. Bye, guys.